Hi. Back in February earlier this year, I went to Marbella in Spain and I got facial feminization surgery with facial team. And you're probably wondering how it all went, why it took me so long to actually come back and record this video. I got ill. You're probably wondering how it went, and my face seems pretty nice, so I'm pretty happy with it. But let me tell you all about it. Me and my partner John arrived on Thursday in sunny south of Spain, and we were whisked away to Marbella by one of the drivers. We were dropped off at the hotel, we were able to get all settled in and stuff. We have just arrived. Look at this place. It's so fancy. A little balcony. Look at this, it's so cool. And there we go. And we've got an extra bonus bedroom. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool. It's exciting. We're here now. Okay, so update day -3, I think. I've just had my post-op earlier this morning. I've just woken up from a mid-afternoon nap. I've been very sleepy today, and everything went well. I had a X-ray of my chest, an ECG, just tests to make sure everything's going to be fine, followed by chats with my coordinator at the clinic, one of the surgeons who will be working on me, and also the psychologist as well. Everything seems fine for Monday. They've given me my blood thinner injection to take to the nurse on Sunday, and Monday morning things will be happening. I'm feeling pretty calm at the moment. I'm weirdly calm. I wasn't expecting to feel like this. I've been very panicked for the last few weeks, and I think now just getting here, being in the old town, I think everything just feels like it's finally kind of happening, and there's nothing I can really need to do. Like, everything's pretty much taken care of. I just have to wake up on Monday and get the taxi to the hospital, which, is all pre-booked, ready to go. There's nothing to do but enjoy the city for a weekend. So the thing with facial team is they don't actually tell you who is going to be doing your surgery on the day. It could be like any one of the surgeons. They all get trained in the same techniques, and they learn off each other, tap in and out of theatres and stuff. Some people might like it, some people it might not be for them, but I was pretty fine with it. It means there's a consistency between the surgeons, and I didn't feel like if I got one over the other, I wouldn't feel shortchanged or anything like that, We planned for forehead feminization, hair transplants at the same time. So what they do is they but yeah, they basically make a cut here, peel the skin down, and then they can remodel the bone. And while they're doing that, they use a strip of skin taken from that site, divide it up into pieces, and they can take the little bits of hair follicle out, and then when everything's all patched back up again, they can put it back in different places, and it's helped really just fill out my temples. And I think that's pretty cool. It was a bit pricey, but it's made me a lot happier. So we also did a tracheal shave, and you can see about 6 months on, there's still a little bit of a scar. It's fading. I feel a bit more confident about my face in general. I then had a whole weekend just wandering around Marbella with my partner, trying to eat lots of nice food, soak in the sun, and just chill out, I guess, because there's a very scary thing coming very soon. Okay, it's the morning of surgery. Going to get a taxi to the hospital in about half an hour. It's time to do this. Monday morning did roll around faster than I expected, and I was so frightened in the morning. I was woken up at maybe 6:30, had my shower, got everything ready, took out all my jewellery, and we got into the taxi, headed to the hospital. They had a driver waiting for us by the hotel. They have a bunch of taxi drivers they contract out. They just organise all the for transfers and stuff, which is quite neat. The hotel was quite spooky at about 7:50 in the morning. It was very dark. Not a lot of people were kicking about, but it was very quiet and peaceful. I was ushered straight upstairs to my room. I was instructed to change into the hospital garbs straight away, and they looked pretty fetching. The room was also so fancy as well. It's probably the fanciest hotel room I've ever been in, to be honest. But yeah, everything from that point on was going so fast. I didn't really have a chance to get scared, and I think that was quite good. I was basically just on a conveyor belt, right? Just moving on to surgery, and it was just happening whether I wanted to or not. I didn't need to do anything. I just needed to just let it happen. The doctors came in, started measuring stuff on my face, drawing lines, measuring where they were going to make the cut on my neck. And yeah, I was led downstairs in a wheelchair and basically had the cannula popped in, and they led me into one of the 3 operating theatres. There were 2 other girls having their surgery done at the same time this morning. Yeah, I got to shout a little good luck to one of them as I got sent into my room. I was greeted by this wall of loads of giant pictures of my face and skull, and it was like I just walked into a villain's lair or something. It was proper freaky. I didn't know what to make of it, and there was a surgeon just waving at me as I looked like I was about to just pass out from fear. Popped me onto the table, hooked everything up, started I was going to say the amnesia, start the anesthesia, and yeah, away we went. And I woke up quite quickly, and I remember a nurse telling me, surgery's all done, we're just doing your hair transplant now. I was like, oh god, because I realised it was now going to be 3 or 4 hours of just lying there while nurses and doctors were just prodding my head, putting the new follicles in. Turned out to not be too bad. I think I was just in and out of consciousness the whole time. Did feel a little bit sick. Anytime I told them, they would stop, feed something into my IV line, and I chilled out and fell back asleep again. Every so often as well, someone would come by and spray my forehead with saline. That felt quite nice. I remember I kept asking them how long was left, and they're just a bit more. And then finally it was oh, we're done now, that's the last one. And I was led back upstairs. I saw my partner John, a silhouette of him out on the balcony looking out over the sunny town. And I just felt so relaxed that it was done. Was I in much discomfort? Not really. They put this cooling mask on your face. It's very hard to explain. Actually, no, it's not. It's cold water pumped through pipes, which are then just placed on your face, and it felt really cool and nice. My head was feeling really hot and inflamed because of all the bone surgery happening. I was given food later in the evening. I ate it. It was good. I was a bit sick. That's apparently normal. I think being under anaesthesia for so long does make you a bit unwell. And I was able to get some rest in the night. I think I slept better than my partner, because the little fold-out sofa is not comfy at all. If you are going to Marbella with a friend, bring extra pillows. The next day was nice and easy. Just wandering around the hospital grounds. I was able to finally get up and walk. I had a little CT scan in the morning to see how everything was. The surgeons were around in the hospital grounds, and they would see me and you look great, nice. Which was pretty cool. I had some more bandage taken off, I think, and that was also really nice, and the drain came out, which was weird, but not unpleasant. Some guy, Antonio, came into the room and did something called high frequency something, and it was just this hot, really warm thing he was passing over my face. I don't know how much it helps, but it felt nice. Then it was just a week of being back at the hotel, resting as much as I could, going out for walks, eating a lot of lovely food. Every morning I would be sent to the little nurse's station in one of the villa buildings, and she would check my sutures give them a little clean with some disinfectant, would check on my hair grafts, because the aftercare was a bit complicated. You had to spray it with water every 30 minutes, and that did get a bit repetitive. It was a bit annoying. You weren't allowed to touch that area at all, and it had to be like completely exposed to air as well. It was hard work, but it wasn't too bad. I just remember not being able to wash my hair for days, and that was the thing that I struggled with the most. The swelling was fine. It was a bit painful, but I had ibuprofen or something, and it did the job pretty well. But it was just like, my hair was just so gross, man. It didn't make me feel good. So to finally have that hair wash for next week, I felt like a completely new person. I felt completely rejuvenated. The nurse gave a little scalp massage as she was going, and it was just glorious. At the same time, she also took the stitches out, and that wasn't very painful either. That was nice and chill. It is day 4 post-surgery. As you can see, I've got quite a bruise coming up on my eye. I mean, it's not as bad as I've seen for other people. And also, look, my eyebrows are working mostly. It's a little bit sore still. But yeah, the hair transplants, not looking so bad. This, I actually changed the dressing and had a look at my Adam's apple, and it's just gone. It's fantastic. It's so cool. My hair's getting a bit messy, but I'm not allowed to wash it until the nurses do it on Monday. So I have to deal with this for 2 more days. I've also been mandated to rest in bed for a bit more, so I want to be outside. It's so sunny. Marbella is such a gorgeous town. Like, day 6, I am sitting in the park and just fucking bored. A little bit. No, this is nice. I feel very calm, but like, all the healing's pretty much done at this point. I'm just waiting for my hair to get washed, get my stitches taken out, so I can finally go home and get my life back together. Oh, and here's John. He's just chilling. God, what a handsome man.
Angry eyes? Sad eyes? Sad eyes? Sad? Sad eyes? Happy eyes? Okay, great stuff.
You done embarrassing me.
No, can I get surprised eyes?
And then it was Tuesday, so 8 days later, they took me to the offices again. They took some like after photos, so you can get like a before and after. They looked pretty good, like it was pretty incredible. They also asked if I wanted some makeup on. They have like a makeup artist on retainer, and yeah, she like, you know, dolled me up or whatever, and took some more photos which look really cool. I feel like the difference between then and now is just astounding. It wasn't like a lot of change because it was just the forehead and hair, but even that was just so substantial, and the change you can see in my eyes is really just fantastic. So I'm really happy with it. That was pretty much it for the whole experience. It didn't feel like too much to go to another country to get surgery done. I feel like the staff, the surgeons, the nurses, they all looked after me really well. Marbella as a town is so gorgeous, and I miss it a lot. I really want to go back. But yeah, I mean, 6 months later, the healing seems to be pretty good. My forehead, I'm really happy with. The hair grafts are really growing in quite well. It's just at that very weird stage where they're long enough that they stick up. They haven't yet flattened down so much, so I've got a little bit of a spiky crown happening on my head. It's just what it is. It's just that awkward growth phase. If you've ever had like a side shave and tried to grow that back, you'll understand. Yeah, I mean, the first 3 months are a bit weird because your face has changed, and it can be really mentally hard because it just, there's this like dissonance, I guess, between how you were then and how you are now. There's feelings of like there wasn't much change. You're still so swollen as well at that point in time, so it doesn't feel like you are how you're gonna be. It's just a really strange, depersonalizing experience. But it does get better, and where I am now, I'm just very comfortable in my face. Yeah, I just feel way more comfortable than I ever used to be. That's just all I really wanted. Obviously right now I have long COVID, so this probably wasn't as long as or exciting as I wanted it to be. But yeah, it all went pretty well. And with that, friends, our trip must come to an end.